Arnold Schwarzenegger was sworn in as the governor of California at the end of 2003 amid a wave of optimism that his independent thinking and fresh ideas would revive the state stumbling after the recall of Governor Gray Davis. The good vibes are a distant memory. The governor exited office last month with the state facing a crippling checklist of problems, including massive budget deficits, high unemployment, plunging home prices, rampant crime, and sky high taxes. Schwarzenegger's approval ratings hit 22% last year, a record low for any sitting California governor. California's troubles helped it land 8 of the 20 spots on our annual list of America's most miserable cities, with Stockton ranking first for the second time in 3 years. Located in the state's Central Valley, Stockton has been ravaged by the housing bust. Median home prices in the city tripled between 1998 and 2005, when they peaked at $431,000. Now, they are back to where they started, as the median price is forecast to be $142,000 this year, according to research firm Economy.com, a decline of 67% from 2005. Foreclosure filings affected 6.9% of homes last year in the Stockton area, the seventh highest rate in the nation, according to online foreclosure marketplace RealityTrack. Stockton's violent crime and unemployment rates also rank among the 10 worst in the country, although violent crime was down 10% in the latest figures from the FBI. Jobless rates are expected to decline or stay flat in most U.S. metro areas in 2011, but in Stockton, unemployment is projected to rise to 18.1% in 2011 after averaging 17.2% in 2010, according to Economy.com. Stockton has issues that it needs to address. But an article like this is the equivalent of bayoneting the wounded, says Bob Dice, Stockton city manager. I find it unfair and it does everybody a disservice. The people of Stockton are warm. The sense of community is fantastic. You have to come here and talk to leaders. The data is the data, but there is a richer story here. There are many ways to gauge misery. The most famous is the Misery Index developed by economist Arthur Okun, which adds unemployment and inflation rates together. Okun's index shows the U.S. is still in the dumps despite the recent gains in the economy. It averaged 11.3 in 2010, with a 9.6% unemployment rate and non-inflation, the highest annual rate since 1984. Our list of America's most miserable cities goes a step further. We consider a total of 10 factors, things that people gripe about around the water cooler every day. Most are serious issues, including unemployment, crime, and taxes. A few we factor in are not as critical, but still elevate people's blood pressure, like the weather, commute times, and how the local sports team is doing. One of the biggest issues causing Americans angst the past 4 years is the value of their homes. To account for that, we tweaked the methodology for this year's list and considered foreclosure rates and the change in home prices over the past 3 years. Click here for a more detailed rundown of our methodology. Florida and California have ample sunshine in common, but also massive housing problems that have millions of residents stuck with underwater mortgages. The two states are home to 16 of the top 20 metros in terms of home foreclosure rates in 2010. The metro area with the most foreclosure filings, 171,704, and the fifth highest rate, 7.1, last year is Miami, which ranks number 2 on our list of most miserable cities. The good weather and lack of the state income tax are the only things that kept Miami out of the top spot. In addition to housing problems, prices are down 50% over 3 years. Corruption is off the charts, with 400 officials convicted in Sacramento. Hello. Hello.